Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. In the last episode, we found the Maharaja's daughter Farah, the lady in red, and she had a glowing medallion which caught the prince's attention, and considering that our dagger is glowy, maybe that's what protects her from the sands that the vizier tricked us into releasing. And we've been fighting more sand creatures. We've made the dagger more stronger with the sands that have been unleashed. And we've also been doing some perilous platforming because this place is collapsing. Sped up erosion by the sands themselves. And it's only going to get more difficult from here, and that's not a joke. Also, the symbol on the floor here kind of looks like what, on the tapestries as well. We saw that in the flash forward. They're the same as what Farah's necklace looked like. Maybe there's some significance. Oh, that's a pressure switch. That's annoying. Well, we have a box. Let's drag that over here, which we can drag left, right, and forward and backward. Which is something that Link should probably take some pointers on. Oh. This is a grandiose room. We saw this in the flash forwards. Looks complicated. What do we do here? Pull the lever. Aha! Oh. Jump it! That was scary.
Oh, thank God! I was afraid you were one of them! Can you help me activate the Azad defense system? It'll take both of us to do it! I'll reset the axles for you! The man who's normally in charge of this got... Never mind! Ride the platform down to the bottom, then use those two cranks to bring it back up!
How is this guy alive, by the way? And how did the other guy pass by and not him?
You see those 4 axles? You'll need to pick them up one by one until you've got all 4. Then, bring them up to the top together!
This is a grandiose key for a defense system.
Make sure you pick them up in the right order!
Also, whoever voiced this guy did a bang-up job. He's really into it. Right, let's begin.
That's it! You've got the first axle! Now, pick up the other 3!
Honestly, this is probably the most complicated puzzle in this game.
Remember, pay attention to the grooves!
Here is a map of the grooves. You need to grab all of them and bring them up to the top at once. So we are kind of anchored by this one. A lot of people actually did get stuck on this and had to stop playing, but it's very simple.
That's it! One crank turns the platform! The other one raises and lowers it!
As depicted by these arrows here. It's actually really simple, and I'm basically going to do it first try. Let's bring this around. And I gotta keep bringing this around until it can't go any further, so we can bring it back down and grab at the new moon. There we are. Just look at the spindles on each lever, and that tells you where to push them. Let's hit that button.
That's 2!
Thank you for keeping count, good man. How are you alive, by the way? Biggest question of this game that never gets answered. Dude's got super feckin' lucky. Honestly, who could say that, hey, I survived the sands of time and somehow I'm in this weird air pocket? Maybe this area is like, I don't know, vacuum sealed or something, and we went through some sort of airlock? Who knows? But the other guy got affected, which he mentioned, so that's a bit unfortunate. Oh! Only one more once we press that switch. As I said, very simple. Go every possible way.
Just one more!
Alright, got to spin it round now. This one. Actually, I'm going to go in this direction. I was actually one turn away, but I just kind of went the wrong way. It's fine. I'll bring it down one. You wouldn't be able to move it if it actually couldn't move, so... Well, mate, there we go. He would not grab that for some reason. There we are. All 4 of the spindles, or the gears, I would call them. They are gears, let's be fair. That's the wrong one. I got turned around there, wow.
That's 4! Now, bring them up to the top and line them up with their gears!
Can I just ask why the hell was like sliding there for a second? But I guess not. Right, so we just want to turn it around this way once. And then we can just raise it up and we are done. Look at that. Very simple.
That's it! I knew you could do it!
Hey! Full circle. It's good that I don't have to edit those.
Now, there's one last step. Do you see that platform? Throw your lever, and I'll throw mine.
What manner of machine is this?
I told you, it's the palace's defense system. Stop wasting time. Throw your lever. Ha!
So enthusiastic, this guy. I hope he lives.
We did it! Serve those accursed demons right! Oh, by God, they'll rue the day they ever dared attack the palace of Azad!
Oh, it's nothing but traps, and we've turned them on. Unfortunately, they're invincible, and only that good time to take them out. Uh-oh. No, mate! Matey, no! Well, shit, you can only get so lucky. I'm guessing it's because this door stayed open too long, and look, the sands are seeping in. And he's now active. I'm going to see if I can avoid him, because I don't want to kill him. Mate, I hope that you find some sort of peace somewhere. Maybe... Oh my god, I'm getting robbed. Yeah, I'm going to have to take him out. I'll put you out of your misery, mate. Whee! Not this guy. Maybe this was the other guy who got absorbed. But we wouldn't have been able to leave until we solved that puzzle anyway, unfortunately. So... Oh, there was another one teleporting in. Actually, there is a sand vortex here, so which is actually really good, because we had one right before that puzzle, and now we get one right after the puzzle. So, if you really don't want to do that puzzle again, take these guys out so you can, you know, make a save here. They'll keep teleporting down the hallway, so just fight them on the stairs here. Just vault over them with the high ground, and there we go. Should be 4, and I think that's it. That is it. So all those flash forwards were literally just for the defense system key, which was a grandiose room. But now you don't have to worry about doing that anymore. There was a lot of fancy moves there that I kind of talked about in the last combat section because we kind of got a bit overwhelmed, so I started using them. Ironically enough, I've practically used every single method of combat in this game. Also, for PC, you got to hold a button in order to walk. As long as you walk, these don't trigger, which is perfect for us. It's stealthy. I'll just keep doing it, because analog input is key. Lovely stuff. They're sound censored.
The palace's defenses had a twisted logic of their own. They could be circumvented by using the strategically placed switches, which I soon learned to recognize. Yet it was hard to escape the feeling that I had made a terrible mistake by setting in motion such a deadly system of traps, which seemed in truth more likely to claim my life than that of an invader that was not flesh and blood.
And unfortunately, that is in fact the case. But this is where, like, the Prince of Persia platforming with deadly traps comes into play. I mean, not that we've already haven't had some of those already, but the Azad Palace defense system is a lot more than what the Maharaja had back in the prologue. So, because that was a completely different building. The rest of the game takes place in this building. So, yeah. Get ready to explore the entirety of the Sultan of India's castle. Or, well, I say palace more like. It's more of a palace than a castle, let's be fair. The Sultan's Palace! And this door is ever so slightly closing. So it's a good thing we made it. We had to be speedy there. An unintentional time limit. And anything to do with the Azad defense system has this very symbol. We're going to see that a lot. And it's also the game's loading screen. It's actually like the game's logo, effectively. It's that prominent. Alright, so we've got more hunchbacks. They're easy to take care of. You can just hit them once and absorb them. Unfortunately, that was a problem. In fact, the game is trying to tell me that I can wall rebound, but... Well, you mean like this, mate? Oh, double knockout. Lovely stuff. It's unfortunate we can only stab one at a time. I did not mean to slow you down, but we will take that. Uppercut. In fact, they're supposed to look cloudy and white. For some reason, they don't do that in this version. Could you not do that, please? Also, there is friendly fire in this game. So just be careful not to hit allies, or in which case bait the enemy to attack in their crew, I guess. They don't really have allies, they're just here. Bap! Oh, he teleported as I did it, which unfortunately parries attacks. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit you real quick. Would you stop sliding? I don't know why I said it like that, sliding. Yeah, unfortunately, enemies can also knock you out of an absorption. So, be careful about that. I'm just gonna do that. Oh, could you stop with that, please? I'm gonna double tap attack you. Like that. Just immediately go for the slam and knock you down. Useful in a crowd when you're just taking them off one at a time if they're, like, in a line. Alright, we've got buttons here, but we'll deal with that in a bit, because I hear mystical noises in this corner. Haha! Always keep an ear out. I mean, if you need to turn up the sound, fair enough. Unfortunately enough, I believe that when the FMVs are playing, with the higher quality like models and all that, since they're not in-game, I believe that those voices and everything else associated with them are treated as a music track, so, like, maybe before one of those play and you already know ahead of time, you could turn that up, but at that point, just turn up your TV, because it's a nightmare, because you can't pause to access the options every time. Again, the sound balancing, even in this version, is a little bit annoying. They couldn't have extracted the sound
Shall I go on?
of the FMVs and made them play in the sound effects buffer. Or the voice buffer, that would have been better, but I guess because the music was part of the voices for those cutscenes, as one whole video with sound, it wasn't exactly doable. So, but we do have another sound vortex here, so we will take this for a bit of a sneak peek. Well, at least we know how to get out of here now. I mean, to be fair, if you didn't want to waste extra time, you could go through without interacting with a single sand cloud of your own volition. Unless you get unlucky and you just happen to be standing there as you finish a battle. Because they only appear after a battle. Like, the sands that are just being spewed about concentrate into a single spot. Right, so this is probably a limited time pressure plate, so we better get up here real quick. Build up the vault. And there we go. Just like Toy Story, you can just press the button to go to the next one without needing to go through. Toy Story 2, I mean. Oh, no. Those things do a lot of damage and can easily combo you. Be careful. Or we can be a little bit cheeky here and just jump here and do a quick little run. Stop here. And then we can do another one. Ha-ha! Wall jump. Unfortunately, these are going to keep on activating as we go. They are all sound and pressure sensitive, annoyingly enough. For some reason, this is not making a slash sound effect. Ow. Roll underneath it. That didn't work out well. Wow, I got comboed. Let's rewind. This is actually the speed of normal rewinding, but I tend to hold a direction to speed it up a little bit. Right, let's try it again. That was very bad. You can roll underneath these, just like in Ocarina of Time. In the Shadow Temple and Ice Cavern. I hear mystical noises. There's another sand cloud nearby. That looks awkward. Yeah, you don't need to be clever and try to jump for it. In fact, the ladder is too tall, so just we'll run here and then jump to the ladder, swivel our way around, like what I would love most games to have. There we are, in the clear. Nothing going on over here. Let's run, because I prefer that over than jumping. Got to jump this one, so we'll jump the corner. Sand cloud, and a hole in the wall, which is not where we're supposed to go, but, you know, secrets are always a good thing, so I'm just going to run, climb up. And the camera perspective here, even if you try to do this, is going to be annoying. So just stop when you hit the threshold, and mystical music again. This is quite familiar.
Strange. I feel as if I've been here before. I have been here before.
The magic fountain again. Again, voice clips that you could just completely and utterly miss. And would you believe we won't even learn the secrets of the magic fountain until the end of the quadrilogy?
I feel stronger than ever.
Nice. And it also is gracious enough to put us not near the spikes as well. Convenient. It's like it was never there. And yet, we reap the rewards. It is, in fact, a full heal, along with a health increase. So it's always good to get them. Because otherwise, you could actually be playing with a bit of a health deficit. Especially if you're getting unlucky and you're not near any health. Time your run so you don't get knocked off by that. That will be a... Well, the blade will not be a one-hit kill, but sending you flying to your death, that will be a one-hit kill. Right, let's do this, and then flip around, while still holding the action button, which is our right bumper, and we can swing up here immediately. Now, it is actually a good idea to zoom out the camera here, because you're on a very thin platform. But you can't really see the blade behind the wall where I'm at right now, but you can see the sparks. So I'm going to zoom it back in, just so I can do this run in particular, and then I can zoom it back out so I can have a better angle here. So let's do this. Jump. Lovely stuff. And there is a fountain if we need it. But we could have taken damage before then, so... we'll run again. Press this orange button. That will temporarily have that door available to us. They're colour-coded as well, so you can kind of figure out what button does what. You just don't know what it will actually do. You can kind of figure that out by what it's tied to. I just got to time this. Yup, there we go. Don't want to have our fingers chopped off. And the door shut on me, even though I kept stepping on the platform to... I'm guessing stepping on the switch does not renew the timer. So yeah, you got to really time this very well. As soon as you step on it, you basically got to commit. I timed that wrong. Okay, that was weird. I did hold L1 to rewind, but it didn't actually trigger. So I kept falling. Also, I kind of bashed my head, even though I was dead already. Multiple times on that fall. That was pretty painful. Nice.
Farah! Can you hear me?
Yeah, it kind of holds us in place there until the door actually shuts, so you don't, like, try and bug things out and go backwards. Yeah, I probably should have went. I kind of hesitated there. I guess you could also rewind your hesitations, so you have a bit more time to get to the door. Otherwise, you've got to basically do all this backwards. I didn't mean to jump across. I meant to climb up first. This is where I jump across, so I can climb up very quickly. We'll run. We need to get a launch, so we do that. And we can't use that side, so we have to use this side. Do that. And if it is just a bit too low, you can roll underneath. Oh dear, she's getting mobbed. At least we're back in the main hallway. Yeah, not doing a lot of a bow there. I wish we could do that to mitigate the full damage in the game. It's surprising on how much adrenaline will buff you. That's right, we're fighting the prince's father himself, King Saruman, and he is the toughest enemy in the game. And he is not even damageable until you take out his, well, these other guards. We have red spears and blue spears. The blue spears cannot be vaulted. You will need to get through their defences in order to smack them. Thankfully, Farah can do chip damage to the enemies, which if she picks them off one by one, can actually make them slumped, basically bringing the heat off you. I was trying to get out of there. No, I did not mean to rewind there. Oh, there's actually another thing that we can do. If I tap the rewind, we can go slow-mo, which makes enemies a lot easier to hit. So we can actually get some damage off of Saruman if he's, you know, if he was the last one standing. But I'll slow you down. I'll get you. Because the blue ones are annoying, and I'd rather take them out as quickly as I can. Ow. I managed to stop him from hitting me again. Can I get around you, please? There we go. I need to take out the other guys. Very badly. That's a knockout there. But he almost knocked me out. This is bad. Ow. Yeah, I'm not going to go for the absorption. I need to kick these guys away from me. Right, go for the absorption now. That was close. When they're shining like that, you may or may not be able to stop them from reviving. Unfortunately, they're not doing friendly fire. But remember what I said about that? I can actually hit Farah. And she will take damage. We haven't seen it yet, but oh shit. I accidentally used another one there. Right, I'm gonna... shit. I'm gonna shit, apparently. Let me rewind again. I was trying to get out of there, but it wasn't working. Let me stab you. Shit! I keep getting knocked down by one of them. Oh, I'm out of tanks. That's bad. And I'm dead. He swept me when I was in mid-rewind, so I couldn't do anything.
No. That didn't happen. May I start again?
This is a tough battle to do. I meant to skip. There we go. This is a tough battle to do. Like, you can get stuck here for quite a while because, as I said, Saruman is the hardest. I mean, it makes sense. He is the most experienced. But you will not fight another sand creature that is as tough as he is. And that could be considered a bit of a difficulty spike, and it is. But it really tests what you have learned in combat. And somehow I am weaving in between them all while I'm just comboing that guy. That is insane. Right, so let's stab you and just do that while the red one was prone. That was fine. Ow! Okay, you know what? Slow down. Damn it! Well, I got killed on that one, so I need to rewind. That does take us out of slow-mo, which is kind of good. So, mileage may vary on how you do that. You can only do a slow-mo, once again, if you have power tanks. I need to take out these red guys. They're really messing me up right now. It's just like when the blue spears are in the way, that's the biggest issue. That could have been useful, actually. It takes 2 absorptions to recover a, oh god, Farah's dying. Farah's dying. What is going on? Yeah, Farah's health bar is represented by a bow. If I do get a game over for that, I will count that. Right. I wasn't going for you. I was actually going for a slowdown stab. Right, okay. Let's do a lunge. That did not work out because he teleported in front of me. Body blocking, which is not useful. Right, get you real quick. Stab you, stab you. Chop you! There we are. Okay, I'm juggling them. That's good. Absorb you. I'm going to go for a... shit. I'm going to go for a... I was trying to go for a wall lunge, but it just wouldn't trigger. And he got me during the rewind, so I think I'm screwed here. No, there we go. I got out of it. That was very bad. Right, can I stab you, please, and just kill you? Stabbing an enemy multiple times will not eat up more tanks, just so you know. I need to get out of here. I think Farah is fine. I want to get over here and kill this guy. Please don't hit me, otherwise I am in fact dead. Right, cool. That's what I wanted to do. I've literally got 1 hit left. So I am going to do the coward's way and run.
Wait for me.
Rolling is faster. I just want to get enough distance so he doesn't teleport on top of me and get 2 sippies up. Right, that'll do, that'll do. Cancel out. There we go. Good. Okay, I've got some health. This is where we want to fight this guy. All we got to do is get past his defenses and we're good. Slow down would help. But unfortunately, trying to do it when you have a tank will just waste a tank. I did not check when I did that. I do not have any power tanks. counter-attack him, but he will attack you back. So counter-attacking is not good. What you want to do is swing when he goes for a jump attack and go for a full combo. That will, 2 full combos even, will do the trick. Normally it's 1 combo, but Farah must not have hit him with enough arrows, so it took a bit more abuse.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I know what it is to lose a father.
That was not my father.
What are you doing? Stop!
We did it! Serve those accursed demons right! Oh, by God, they'll rue the day they ever dared attack the palace of Azad!